Good morning, guys. How are we all? Who remembers seeing this video all over our social channels? Yeah? It's an amazing campaign that we've done. So back in November of 2019, we decided to do something a little different. Generally, we would fundraise, but we wanted to do something more. So we decided to do a cause-driven PR campaign, and ultimately what we wanted to achieve was to highlight the impact of domestic violence on children. Also, whilst raising awareness for Jeunesse and our Jeunesse Kids campaign. So instead of doing things small, we decided to go large. We painted a whole wall in the middle of Sydney City. One of the really cool things that I loved about this, though, if you look on the screen here, Sarah, the young girl who we're telling the story, who is a real, it is a real case that had come across our desk from our scholarships, is actually painted with our Envy product. And I think that is what a lot of people didn't realise about this campaign. And the reason we really wanted to go down that path is, you know, our Envy product is known for its ability to deliver a flawless appearance to the skin, covering all kinds of imperfections. So with poor Sarah, she was covering her own imperfections, her life, behind doors in that video that you've just seen. So it was a great, way for us to highlight Sarah's story and to highlight our partnership with Friends with Dignity. Now, the dream for this campaign was for us to raise a further $10,000. Every year, we give $10,000 to the Little Friends Scholarship Program, but we wanted to up it that year. We wanted to raise another $10,000 for Jeunesse Kids. What we did not realise was we actually raised $20,000 for Jeunesse Kids and an extra $20,000 on top of the 10 that we already give. But we also had nearly 15 million media impressions surrounding this campaign. You think about that, 15 million. We had nearly 30 news articles that went all over social. It went national, all around Australia, not just here in Sydney. And it was so great to see that wall that was there for 2 weeks. I know we had a lot of distributors come down for the launch, and it was just such a powerful campaign. And for us, it's not a campaign that's finished. The video is, I don't know, I still, after a year, cannot watch that video without getting tears in my eyes, because I remember sitting on that panel, picking these scholarships and reading that story about Sarah, thinking, music can bring such joy to people's lives. My daughter loves music. The minute music comes on, she's so excited and it's dancing. But for poor Sarah, when music would come on, she would hide in the corner. It was a trigger for her. It meant things were going to turn bad. And what I love about that video is that violin music that you hear is actually Sarah. We put her in a studio and we recorded her playing her violin. The violin lessons are what we helped get her through our scholarship program that you guys helped donate towards. And she's now got a love for music. She's got a love for violin. And, Sarah's dream, we have not met. We have spoken on the phone. We obviously, due to confidentiality reasons, but Sarah was so excited by the campaign. And Sarah is not her real name. It's her name for the campaign. But she is so excited by what Jeunesse Kids and Little Friends Scholarship have done for her that she wants to be a brand ambassador for Jeunesse Kids. So in the next couple of years, when she gets a little bit older, she wants to be at one of these events. She wants to be on stage. She wants to be here to tell her story to each and every one of you. And I don't do the story justice. When you listen to Sarah and when you listen to Sarah's mum, there will not be a dry eye in this house. It is such an emotional story, and I cannot wait for the day that we can bring her on stage to tell her story. These are just some of the articles. Marie Claire. Who's heard of Marie Claire? Article in Marie Claire with, an audience reach of over 1 million. Absolutely amazing. This is just a couple of the articles we've got. We've You know, they are all up on our social channels, so you can get on there. You can use these articles for credibility. Our partnership with Little Friends and Jeunesse Kids, it was, you know, such an amazing campaign. But I've just got my foot stuck down there. But what we've actually just finished, every year in January, we give $10,000. So we have just again, on top of the 20 that we raised at the end of 2019, given them a further $10,000. And last week, I had the ability to sit on the panel again and read through hundreds and hundreds of scholarship applications. And with the money, the 20K that we raised through Sarah's story, with this 10K and some further leftover funds, we were able to award over 135 scholarships to assist families with returning their kids to school. It's a really expensive process for a lot of kids at the moment going to school, because you're going into school, you've got school fees, you need iPads, and it was probably about 110 of these applications were all for parents who could not even afford to pay school fees for their children, and they're at risk of their children not being able to go to school. And it is such an emotional thing to sit on there and read these stories and listen to these stories. So I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart who have donated this weekend, who continue to donate, because this is such a powerful cause, and we will continue the Jeunesse Kids cause for the rest of our time here with Jeunesse. Now, I just wanted to give a special shout out to Craig. Craig has donated some of his books for this weekend, and anybody who has purchased this book, Craig is giving 100% to Jeunesse Kids. So thank you, Craig. Big round of applause. And once again, I thank each and every one of you for believing in our cause, believing in Jeunesse Kids, and believing in Sarah's story. Thank you.